Inside this box, I have the putter the world has been waiting for. You see, Langle Balance has been smashing it over the last few years. But I never actually even got to try the original DF3. This is the putter that is the best-selling putter that Lab make. It is a fantastic looking putter. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I've been officially converted as a Lab brat. I love the products that Lab are producing. However, so many people have said we would love to have a firmer, more responsive insert in the DF3. So the guys at Lab have been working tirelessly, and as you can see in this bag, we have another putter that you may think to the untrained eye looks the same, but you will see that the guys at Lab have worked tirelessly to produce the DF3 with this more responsive insert. So today we're going to put this to the test. We're going to put them against each other and see just which putter you should potentially be ordering from the Lab website in 2026. I've seen the forums, I've seen the Facebook pages. People can't wait to get their hands on this new DF3i. Is it for you? Is it for me? And is it for Bobby? There's no Bobby today, actually. It's Chris. Chris, how you doing, mate? Okay. Should we get out of there? So when it comes to Lab Golf, and it comes to all the magical putters that they do offer, I've managed to test quite a few over the last few months and into the last year. We're lucky enough to go and visit the guys at Lab at their HQ in Oregon, and I absolutely loved it. I got fitted for this, the new Oz One HS, and this is where the idea for the insert, I think, has come. So this is a blacked out insert, but as you can see, it does have that firmer, more responsive feel. Chris actually has that as well. Oh, I thought you did. Oh, in this one, right. So, Chris, you're a man of the insert, aren't you? You kind of much prefer it. You can see in the Oz One, this is the kind of standard insert. And this is what really kind of kicked it all off, because a lot of people who have used Lab putters in the past have said they absolutely love the forgiveness. I took the wrong one out. I was really hoping that would be the normal one. Say they love the forgiveness, they love the performance. The feel's good, but they do sometimes struggle, maybe on slow greens, and sometimes if you've got that real pressure putt, you might end up leaving it short. So let's hit a couple of putts with this standard DF3. It's my first time with a standard DF3. I have used in the past a sweeper style, and I want to see, because it's prime time today, it is January here in the UK, so greens are running a little bit slower. This could be a bit of an excuse for you, but also it doesn't have to be just because the greens are running slower. It could well be that you want a putter that does give you that little bit more responsive feel. You do want that slightly firmer feel. Look at the arsenal we've got here, Chris. Absolutely beautiful putters. And I do think that the fact we have a putter such as the HS is a great option for people who don't really want that odd looking putter. This does look just like a normal putter now, with obviously having the heel shaft and this vertical riser here, but I do want to give these a go, because I think the DF3, I mean the DF1 was really the putter that kicked it all off, but this shape is certainly synonymous with Lab. It's even in their logo. Just ask JJ Spawn. Picture on screen now, because it was the putter that kind of helped launch his US Open, wasn't it? So DF3, standard putter, that's typical, isn't it? Slow greens. The course is actually in fantastic condition at the moment, but you can see just how slow these greens are here in the UK. So a really nice roll on there, just certainly feeling very, very soft. Now, if you're playing, we're going to Orlando next week, so if we're playing really quick greens, it could be a fantastic putter for us without this insert in. I love the alignment aid on here as well. And Lab are actually saying, there we go, Lab are actually saying with the new DF3i, it's not just an insert on the putter. It's not a putter that's going to work for everyone. It's very, very subjective, but what is very objective is the forgiveness that these putters do yield. You see, they've had to mess around quite a lot with the internal weighting to allow for the insert. It's not just a case of sticking an insert on a DF3 and hoping it works. Having gone to the inner sanctum of Lab at Oregon, having seen how the guys like Sam Hahn, an absolute legend of the game now, and Liam work, so Liam's the tour fitter, and he actually built my HS for me, and Bobby's, funnily enough. But seeing the depths they go to and the details they go to make sure that the Langle balance structure does work and as minimal torque as possible is in these putters, I've seen how even a grip change can make such a huge difference. So certainly putting a heavier insert in here is going to make a huge difference into the angle balance. So we don't have a revealer, or I would put it in it. So very, very similar look. So exactly the same looking putter. Lab fans, don't worry, they haven't changed the look of this. And straight away, a really nice, firm feeling putter here. So like I said, it's going to be subjective. It depends totally on what you actually want to see from your putter. But even putts of this length, so kind of 12 feet, I do feel as though, you know what? Do we? We're going to hit some longer putts in a minute with this and just see how it does work for us, because when you do start to think about the R&D of these putters and some of the, I've left that one short, and some of the copies that we've seen, I'm going to go out and say it, copies that we've seen both from big brands and of course on the internet, I think you're not, unless you've tried the actual product, you don't know what you're losing out on unless you've actually got the lab product in your hands and it's gone through the R&D and it's gone through the QC and of course the guys over in Oregon. Let's try some longer putts. Let's see just how this works. So far, I must admit, I'm really enjoying this. Guys, get in the comments below, with all the different alignment aids, with all the different colour schemes, with everything else that you can have on this putter, would you go for the insert? Would you go for a different alignment aid? And what shaft would you go for? Because there's some fantastic shaft options as well, which do massively dictate how firm the ball can come off the putter face with the deflection of the ball on the face. I'll take a breath now, I think. So one of the things I love about the whole lab structure is this is the length putts that generally I struggle with. These are what you might be left with for par or even bogey. And as you can see, having that shaft right in the centre and this forward press grip, for me, really makes you think a lot less about the putt you're trying to hit, a lot less about the stroke and more just about distance. Because if I get distance right on these, generally I know I'm going to be a lot more successful. And it kind of takes a lot of the stress out of it, I find, as well, because if I'm thinking I can go for a putt for birdie and I'm not overly worried too much about the putt on the way back, it can be a real nice confidence booster. And confidence in putting is absolutely huge, as we all know. And I'm not even thinking too much here about what I'm doing. We'll move that one out of the way. All I'm thinking about is distance control. I know I've got 5 feet, 6 feet. Do I lie down, Chris, and call that 5'9"? But really, once the stroke length is correct, that was a little bit tame, I know that I'm going to be making more and more. So from this kind of distance, I feel really, really positive. 4 out of 6 in. Okay, so a drill that I really, really like when putting is a drill that makes sure we get the right distance control. You can see here we've got half a dozen golf balls all kind of spread out nicely right the way back to about 25 feet. And we've got a structure here with the flag behind. If I miss the ball, that'd be interesting with a putt, wouldn't it? If I miss the hole, my aim here is to be past the hole but inside the flag. So that would be a bit of a gimme range. That gives us a point. We get 2 points if we hole it and a minus point if we leave it short or hit the flag. Really nice roll on that first one. And you do kind of, I find, get used to the insert that you have in your putter. So you might well get used to not having an insert and having that soft face. But I really feel as though this could... Oh, 2 out of 2, Chris. How many points is that, Chris? That's 4. That's really easy maths, that, James. But I do think I should have tried this head shape before. When you're taking that all day, aren't you? What's the make percentage from back here now, Chris? We're about 15, 20 feet, aren't we? 1 in 4 on tour. But I want to make sure that my distance control is perfect. And that's really kind of what this putter is doing for you. Was that debatable? Do you reckon that was a bit firm? But I would rather be firm with it than leave it short. Getting a really nice roll with these Pix balls as well. Look at that for a roll. Got to turn. That's as good a putt as you're going to hit without holding it, really, isn't it? Guys, get in the comments below. Can you see yourself using the brand new Lab DF3i? If so, what kind of structure would you go for? And apart from that, we'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. I might take that to Orlando, you know. Quite like that.